Deep in the wilderness, Shadow River operates under a strict, unforgiving law of biology. In this ecosystem, physical size dictates every aspect of survival. That rule is enforced by Crocs. He is a giant, crocodilian apex predator whose sheer physical mass makes the river entirely impassable for smaller creatures. History on the river is remarkably consistent. Any animal smaller than Crocs that enters the water at night becomes prey. There are no exceptions, and there are no survivors. When nature relies entirely on brute force, the heaviest, most heavily armored predator maintains absolute geographical control. That control remains unquestioned until a massive storm triggers a flash flood. The riverbanks burst, washing a young turtle named Tito miles downriver. Tito represents the exact bottom of this food chain. He is young, exceptionally small, slow on his feet, and completely unequipped for physical combat. He wakes up stranded on the wrong side of the water. To get back to his mother, he has to navigate directly across Croc's hunting ground. This diagram illustrates the mathematical difficulty of Tito's problem. If you look at the numbers, the size differential and estimated swim speed metrics show that in a straight race across the water, the predator wins every single time. When the physical odds are stacked this high against you, playing by the established rules of the river guarantees failure. An encounter with an older observantol gives Tito a new variable to consider. If physical strength guarantees defeat, Tito has to apply intellect. This is the core of asymmetrical strategy. You stop trying to match your opponent's strengths. Instead, you bypass their physical advantages entirely by changing the nature of the contest. Apex predators like Crocs share a common vulnerability. They rely heavily on instinct. They don't critically analyze their environment. They react blindly to movement, shadows, and splashing water. Tito's survival depends on manipulating that predatory programming. He has to give Crocs exactly what his instincts expect to see. This diagram breaks down the decoy. A hollow coconut provides buoyancy, mimicking a turtle's silhouette. Leaves tied to the base simulate the water displacement of flippers. Finally, shiny fish scales on top catch the moonlight, creating a flash to trigger a predator's strike. Tito engineered a precise sensory trap designed specifically to hijack the monster's nervous system. Tito deploys a flock of these decoys downstream. He is exploiting Crocs' greed, providing multiple targets to draw the predator far away from the actual crossing point. The predator takes the bait immediately. The sensory input overwhelms his restraint, and Crocs initiates a frenzied attack on the false targets. While the monster thrashes against wooden leaves, Tito slips into the freezing shallows, moving with agonizing caution. Halfway across, the decoys shatter. Crocs realizes he's chewing bark, locks onto Tito's actual wake, and surges back upstream. Tito scrambles up the rocky bank as the monster lunges. The giant jaw slams shut on empty air, missing the turtle by inches. The asymmetrical strategy worked. A carefully constructed intellectual trap bridged an impossible physical speed gap, allowing the weaker target to escape. Tito successfully navigates the shore and reunites with his mother. The immediate crisis is over. Crocs' absolute authority relied on a perception of total invincibility. That perception ended the moment Tito exposed an exploitable blind spot in the predator's hunting strategy. As Tito shared his story with the village, the other turtles began to study the river's patterns instead of just fearing its depths. They transitioned from avoiding the environment to strategically analyzing it. The success of the crossing suggests that an obstacle's physical size is secondary to an individual's ability to identify and manipulate its weaknesses.